Welcome back to Roads Optional. Welcome to another video with my trusty old LJR Jeep Wrangler Unlimited and a video on my top solution. So this came with the hard top from the factory, the soft top from the factory, and a best top kind of, what do you call it? Bimini top thing. So we are adjusting the tops. I've actually already kind of done that, but I'm going to talk today about my storage solution for the hard top. Different people have different types of Jeeps, different people have different types of garages. Broncos also have hard tops. Like a lot of different cars could kind of fit with this logic. So I'm going to show you my solution, but I also want to hear yours. So I've got one car pulled out of the garage so I can show you exactly what we've done. And by we, I mean Dial came over. You know, he also has a Jeep, just like this one, but much more modified, super cool on 40s, supercharged, all that. We'll hopefully do more videos with his Jeep soon, but my Jeep, I wanted to get this hard top off. Now that's super simple. I don't even think that's worth a video. Just pulling off all these bolts that go in here. They bolt this to the frame. That's pretty straightforward, and the latch is up front. So pulling the hard top off, not a big deal. Now my hard top does have these seals right in here, which sometimes stick to the metal, or I guess the paint, I should say. And that took a bit to massage off the Jeep, if you will. It took me and Dial kind of like, I don't know, pushing up and down, and the whole Jeep was shaking, and it finally pulled it off. So that's all sorted. And we're gonna do a whole video on different types of tops for the Jeeps. I now have this Bimini type top just going across the top there, and I've taken the doors off. That's super simple. Gonna do a whole nother video on the mirrors and things too, solutions for that. But just for this actual top situation, I wanted to mention the route I took. And this is kind of based on Dial's recommendation, and I'm actually pretty thrilled with it because it was cheap and easy. So like I said in the beginning, a lot of people do different solutions with their tops, and there's actually really cool products out there that are like pulley systems, electric winches, or manual winches with a system of pulleys. That means less effort needed to lift the top off the Jeep. There's like T-bars that you can like strap to the top and then just pull it up. Like there's a lot of stuff out there. I kind of would like to go that route eventually, but just to make it super simple and super easy, we went the route of slow, gradual, manual labor to get it off. Now it's still not that slow. It only took like less than an hour maybe. And here's what we did. Literally all I needed was 4 of these eye hook things, which are just from Home Depot. They're like $3 each. And then these ratchet straps were, I think all 4 of them were $20. And they seem good quality. They're DeWalt, so they're not like just some random no name off Amazon. I know DeWalt's like, I don't know, everyone has different feelings about tools and tool companies, but that was our solution. Literally just pulling them up, and yeah, all 4 corners. Not quite the corner. I guess the back is the corner, but then up here, it's a little bit further back from the very front edge. And part of that's just because I wanted to use the existing hoists or joists. Is that what you call them? I don't know. The big cross beams in the garage. That way I could guarantee drilling into a stud, just drilled in with some drill bits to do like a pilot hole, a little bit smaller than the actual screw itself, and then screwed those in, and then actually put a strap through the hook and like hung my weight from it. So each of these were able to hold me. Now that I think about it, that was probably a little bit dangerous. I should have had like a hard hat on, because if it fell out, it would have just like hit my head. But I always do wear a hat. So that actually worked great though. I have not painted my garage yet, which some people are like, oh, like paint your garage. But it's like, you know, at the moment, it's pretty easy to do stuff in my garage because I see where all the beams are. So used beams back here. We just made it slightly wider than the top itself. I think the top was like 40, I actually don't remember the exact measurements, but just measure your top and just make it a little bit wider so you can have a little bit of play like that. Same up here. And just to keep in mind, the back is definitely heavier. So let's say you do have 4 mismatched ones. Put the beefier ones on the back maybe, although each of these straps are technically weighted or rated to like, I don't know, 500 pounds or something. The whole top itself is like under 200. So it's really not that much weight on each of them. And then just use these rags to actually make it not damage the top, although my top's definitely not in perfect shape, so I wasn't like super worried about it. Like, look at this is all, yeah, it's seen better days, but hey, in general, it's still in pretty good condition, and I'm really glad I have this top. I mean, this was a great feature and partially why I bought this Jeep. But yeah, just got the hooks routed up through here on both sides, and then on the front, same situation, an old microfiber rag just protecting the top itself, and they're just suspended there. Now, my top does have the roof rack, so, which was definitely an after thing, which I don't know. I was a little bummed to see it have a roof rack on it, but at the same time, that's kind of nifty, and I think it looks good with the roof rack. I don't actually love the look of these tops just plain without anything on them. So I think the roof rack adds to it. It's not very structurally strong, so I wouldn't put huge weight on that, but I took the back part of the roof rack off so that I could fit the top just a little bit higher, because my garage has this annoying like recessed ceiling thing. So the front has plenty of space. The back is literally all the way up. You can actually see right there where it's put it up against the ceiling, and it works. And as you can tell, it's not quite above the Jeep. I would have loved for it to be just a little bit higher. And if I didn't have the roof rack, I could have gotten up another inch or two, which would have meant I wouldn't have to like line the Jeep up, but honestly not a big deal. I will probably actually park the Miata, that's my other car, on this side and the Jeep on this side, and then I never have to worry about lining it up under the top. But even then, it's easy to back the Jeep in, navigate with the top up there, and it's been no issue so far. So that's really my simple solution. Now, a lot of people, like I said, do kind of a pulley system. They'll have like ropes and maybe a special way to connect it at the bottom. Some people actually drill into their top and put hooks up there. I maybe could have suspended it from the roof rack, but I just didn't want to put that much stress on that, so I just did this route. And some people do pulley systems that like run across the ceiling down the wall, then that sacrifices wall space. I might want to put shelves there. I don't know, there's a lot of thought that half thoughts that I put into this, and I'm curious what I should look for in the future. Knowing my garage now, what would you guys recommend? Also, I did leave these hanging down just so I can see through the rearview mirrors, which are not on the Jeep right now, to see exactly where to line it up. So it all works, but I know it could be better. And I'm just a little bummed by the shape of my garage. I know if the Jeep was like not lifted, it'd be perfect, but it's on a little bit of a lift, a little bit bigger tires. But by the way, new tires are on the way, so I'll do a video on that for sure and do kind of a discussion on tires. Video is coming with these lights that I installed, how I did that, where they came from. Video is coming on mirror solutions for doors off. There's a lot of fun, little, simple content with this thing. That's why I bought it. Well, I bought it to enjoy it, but I was like, why not make some silly videos? So that's it. Got my little ladder. Decided not to make a video on that, but it's hilarious. Appreciate my friend Cameron for giving me that. Just absolutely silly gift, and he's a silly, perfect friend. So that checks out, and then he got me this sign. So I am branded. So there you go, super simple video on just my solution for the hardtop mounted in the garage on the ceiling. Let me know what your solutions are. What should I think of next? How should I maybe come up with a solution now that you see my limitations or maybe benefit, I don't know. Now that you see my solution, what would you do? What could make it easier? I mean, this really did require like me and Dial. What options could I do myself to do a top on and off thing? It'd be cool to have a really simple, like hoist it up, hoist it down, but I'm probably gonna be doing this like twice a year because I have a full soft top, which I'll be installing at some point soon, and also just the mini top that I'm gonna run for a bit. So a lot of different tops, a whole top video coming, a discussion on various things to consider and how to install and all that. But yes, appreciate you guys for watching, and see you in the comments down below. Cheers.